Okay, we actually have a surprise for you.
Oh my God, there's gonna be dogs on set. Oh my gosh! Oh my God, this is amazing! Look, there's some over there. No more. You're so cute. There's a billion-dollar industry because of these good boys and girls. This is a lady. She's a lady. Hey, I'm Neha. I'm an officially certified accountant and your unofficial money master. And welcome to New Money. This is a place where each week I look at interesting ways people are making money in the world today and how you can make some of that new money. Today's topic is dog accessories. Let's dig in. Woof. Oh my dog! We're gonna cut that one out. Dog 2. Oh my gosh! Yeah. Over $75 billion was spent last year on pet accessories. So now we've gotten to a point where we acknowledge that dogs are more than just our pets, right? I mean, I have a lot of friends who have dogs, and just like 82% of millennials, they feel like having a fur baby is practice for having a real baby. It also means that people, again, mainly millennials, are now spending the money they would spend on their children on their pets. I don't have a dog or a child. The closest thing I have to either of those is this little guy up here. So if dog owners are spending a lot, what exactly are these business owners selling? Let's take a look. What do we have here? Oh my goodness, it's a dog portrait. Oh my gosh, I just banged it against here. Apparently the dog owner is very protective about this. I will not breathe on it. It's fine. Oh, it's a portrait. Oh, so cute. Oh my God, this is a winter jacket. This is nicer than my winter jacket, Alex. Ooh, look at this cool little outfit. Rockin'. Okay, these are dog leggings. Okay, that's cute. Ooh, potty cure. Nail polish for dogs. Oh, and there's a pillow. Of course, these are so cute. A dog bowl, of course. So edgy. What I'm kind of seeing here is that basically anything that humans have for themselves, just make it for dogs. And that's the secret to this industry. Look, who would have thought? But there's so many other things too. There's camping gear for dogs, there's CBD treats for dogs, dog booties, there's Halloween costumes for dogs. The list goes on and on. Okay, so think about this for a second. What percentage of people do you think would rather snuggle with their pet than their partner? So your options are 83%, 42%, and 9%. Andy, what do you think?
83%.
83%? That's wrong. It's actually 42%. Yeah, 83%. That's so sad. No one likes their partner. 42%. Only 42% of people. Like roughly half of people don't like their partner. What a world we live in. So as millennials are having pets before babies and people are snuggling with their pups instead of their bae, treating our pets as human is becoming more and more kind of the norm. According to Sandy Chung, the owner of Spotted by Humphrey, this trend is not going anywhere. Roll the tape.
Honestly, I wouldn't have my business if it wasn't for Humphrey. And the whole concept of the shop is that the items that I carry are spotted by Humphrey, and it's curated by him. So the whole business kind of humanizes Humphrey in a way, and people feel like they're purchasing these items from Humphrey.
I'm curious to see what Humphrey would pick out for me. I mean, also, how does Humphrey even indicate that something's been spotted? Is it like with a paw? It's like, woof. Woof, woof. Anyways, the point is, the more you care about something, the more you're willing to invest, right? So when it comes to fur parents, just like regular parents, they want what's best for their kids. And it's that very idea that's inspired so many entrepreneurs to break into the biz. Because if you need something for your dog, there's a chance that other pet owners need it too. And with 63% of millennials saying that they find expertise lacking in big box pet stores and mass retailers, these dog owners are now turning to independent businesses like RecSpecs, which is obviously exactly what it sounds like. It's sunglasses for dogs, duh. So Aiden, Jesse, and their dog spent a ton of time outside, and they noticed their dog's eyes were very sensitive and needed protection from the sun. So living in Jackson, Wyoming, there was obviously a lot of discarded ski goggles around. So they just chopped them up and then made them the right size to fit their pooches, and like humans, started using them to protect their eyes from the glaring sun. So they were number one, resourceful in using whatever material they had lying around, and number two, they were trying to solve a problem for their pet. But it's also super Instagram worthy, which they said is great for their online marketing. So with 84% of millennials worrying about their pet when they're not with them, any products that give the owners peace of mind, like UV sunglasses, for example, are usually big sellers. Okay, so millennials love their dogs like their babies. But when exactly did dogs become such big business? Great question. Lights. Well, it all began a long, long time ago, as people have been keeping pets for tens of thousands of years. But anthropologists today believe that the dog was the first domesticated animal. As European royalty started owning small dogs and commissioning everything from custom garments with special pockets to carry their pooch to portraits of their precious pets, an industry started to develop around spoiling our non-human companions. As the middle class emerged and grew, pets, like cars and TVs, became something that everyone could have. And it turns out the future of the dog biz is kind of futuristic. Between 2012 and 2016, nearly $500 million was pumped into pet tech startups. Take Dog TV, for example. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a channel for dogs to calm their separation anxiety. Or Furbo, which is a device and an app that lets you communicate with your dog and feed them remotely. So all this stuff sounds pretty useful, but what if you're like me and you can't code, but you still want to make some of that money? Well, good news on that front, because the basics are still super popular. People still Google dog beds about 250,000 times a month, so there's definitely a market there. And Eric Shannon, this guy from Philadelphia, saw a gap in this market. He noticed that there weren't many dog beds for sale for bigger dogs, so he started Big Barker to make orthopedic beds for heftier dogs. That's like a California King for canines. I don't even have a California King for me. And now it's time for tip time. So we're gonna share with you 3 tips that can help you break into the dog accessory industry. Tip number 1. Check out what terms have high search volume. So when Eric, the guy I just mentioned earlier with Big Barker, started his first pet supply business, he noticed there were high search terms for dog supply related phrases. So by leveraging Google AdWords, his company ranked number 1 on Google for dog bed for 5 years. That's so long. Tip number 2. So it's not just about creating products for the pooch, but also for the owner as well. After all, in the US, there are over 60 million dog owners, so having the pooch in mind as well as the person who owns the pooch really broadens your market. And finally, tip number 3. As we learned earlier, millennials are obsessed with their pets, and millennials post a lot online. So making a product that's super social media-esque can save you some marketing dollars. Okay, so time for an unboxing. Like every week, my producer Alex has found me a super cool product to take a look at. So someone who's having real success in the industry that we're talking about created this product. I've been told that this product's gonna bring me joy all year long. Alex, I'm waiting.
Yay, here you are.
Yay! Okay, what is this? Oh my gosh! It's a Dogstagram. It's a 2020 daily dog calendar. Oh my goodness, Alex, this is so cute. There's a different dog on every day of the year. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. I feel, you know what, tip number 2, right? Like create something for the dog, but also the dog owner or the dog lover. I feel like now I want a dog. This is gonna like just they're gonna stare at me every day. Buy a dog. Thank you, Alex. You're so sweet. So this really goes to show you that there's so much you can make. Just put dog in front of anything. Dog calendar, dog flair bartending, dog diary, Dog bell bottoms. Dog cameras.
Dog braces.
Dog braces. Oh my
Dog
gosh.
umbrella.
Dog umbrella. Dog toque. Dog lipstick. Dog mirror.
Doggy style.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that one out. Alex, what do you all think of this? Could you make a go of the dog accessory business? After all, it's predicted to be a $269 billion industry by 2025. And although I don't have a dog, I learned a lot about what some dog owners want and can see some real opportunity for some profits. Profits? No, edit that out. Profits. Profits, for sure, profits. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of New Money. If you like what you saw, comment, like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for notifications. And let me know in the comments what dog products did we not mention and what do you want to hear me talk about next time. Until then, I will see you next time on New Money. Bye, everyone.